Back again. This is day 14, and we're talking about nutrition for your loved ones, for the senior population in general. So, we want to start off with a nutritional assessment. Nutritional assessment is very important. You can also have a nutritional assessment prior to even being at that senior age. I personally have had a nutritional assessment, and I actually have a dietitian, well, a nutritionist that I work with. So I highly recommend that for your loved one. Having a dietitian on your side will take you right into our next topic, which is specialized diets. Sometimes you may have different situations or conditions, should I say, where it's diabetes or high blood pressure, heart disease, anything of that sort. And sometimes it do involve you being on a specialized diet. That is very important because if you don't find that diet, follow that specialized diet, your loved one can, I guess, create other conditions or have other problems that come about. So you always want to make sure that you do that. Another thing I like to go over is strength and balance training. And I really, really push this because the muscles is everything. And one of the muscles that people forget about is swallowing. So you want to make sure that that part of your body is good, or you won't even be able to eat or drink certain things, which leads me into, or go back to the specialized diet when you start talking about maybe you would have to have, or maybe they would have to have their meats chopped up, or maybe they need thicker liquids, liquids. So those are a few things that I did want to touch bases with. One thing I always mention is social events. Keeping them social is very important. Different group outings, hobbies, uh, just anything of that sort. And it will help them from being lonely. And when they're out of the home, you may even see that they'll eat more or they'll change how they eat because they're not in their four walls. I mean, sometimes you can be overwhelmed and you don't know what loneliness, it can affect how you eat. So that's also another one that I love to mention. One thing we always forget is environmental adaptations, adapting to different environments. So also, when it's hot outside, they may only want to eat certain things. When it's cold outside, they only want to eat certain things. Um, when it's Thanksgiving, or I don't know, just there's different reasons. So adapting to different environments, making sure wherever they go or whatever they do, that they are eating properly, drinking plenty of water, exercising, nutrition. There's so much to nutrition. A lot of people also don't think about the psychological part of nutrition. um Also, education and workshops. There's so many different educational workshops that talk about eating, stress management, um different little topics. Even they'll even go into like heart disease and what causes it and what can you do to help it, medication management. There's so many different things that we tend to forget or we don't think about that can assist your loved ones. I don't ever want to get on here and not encourage you to be involved with your loved one. So family involvement will probably be on every single topic because none of this is possible. Your loved one can't make it far without you. So family involvement, encouraging, like if you're encouraging your loved one to participate in wellness activities or even assist them with it. So don't just tell them that they should participate in there, but also do the activity with them, and it'll help as well. Sometimes when you have people just say, "Hey, you need to do this, mom. You need to do that," but you're not doing it with them, they may not even be too excited to join in any activities. So anything that you do recommend for your loved one, as tonight we're talking about nutrition and wellness, but no matter what subject we're talking about, please don't ever forget the family involvement portion of it because that will assist in their well-being as well. I never ever ever want to leave that out. So just make sure that no matter what's going on, be it nutrition or making any other type of decision, just make sure that you are a part of it and that you're not throwing orders out but not helping with it. Remember the psychological part of it. You have to change the way you think because your loved one is not who raised you in that moment. You know, back in the day, we were used to growing up with our parent or grandparent or whomever your loved one is, and they were more healthy and they were more conscious about things that they do. Well, now you almost have to be the parent. You have to be the one to remind them to get up and walk. You have to remind them to do light exercise, to drink plenty of water. So just be intentional. That's number one. Be intentional about helping your loved one. And that is all that I have for you all tonight. See you tomorrow for day 15.